Are you sure about this, dear? I mean, it has only been a few days since you woke up. I'm sure the hospital won't mind if you stay a day or two. Yes, I can understand that, but... No buts? Okay, fine. Let's at least wait till the nurses checked on you first. Okay? Thank you. I would have used another word, but sure, let's go with that. You know that I only think of your well-being, right? Good. I wouldn't want you to push yourself more than necessary. You are, after all, my little dove. Okay. I won't use that nickname again. I promise, little dove. For real, though, now. Yes, I promise. Don't worry. Don't you worry. And you know, I only tease you because you allow me to, right? I see how your eyes sparkle whenever I do. And aside from the teasing... This is something I will never get enough of. This is something I will never get enough of.
I'm sorry, am I interrupting something?
No, it's fine.
Are you sure? I can come back later if you like. I wouldn't want to interrupt your moment.
No, it's fine. Really.
Okay. I'm just gonna check up on the wound, and as long as it looks fine, you two can be on your way.
Thank you. I really appreciate all the help you've given us. You're too kind.
Oh, it's nothing really. Now, why don't you lay down, miss, so I can get a closer look? Now, let's see.
Is everything okay?
It looks fine from what I can see.
Are you sure? What if it's infected, or if...
Relax, Mr. Salvatore. Everything looks fine, you don't have to worry. Huh? What was that, miss? Oh, is that so?
You really have to expose me like that.
It's completely fine, Mr. Salvatore. You're just a weird gentleman that just want to make sure that she's safe. I can respect that.
Thank you. It means a lot. It's been a turbulent time for us lately. I just want to make sure she's safe.
Which is understandable, but you really don't have to worry about this. She will be fine. Can I help you?
I'm Detective Caine. My apologies, but I need to speak with the both of them. Malone.
What is this? We've already talked with the police.
Please, Mr. Salvatore. I'll explain everything for you, but this is confidential.
No. I want you to tell me right now what is going on. I made a deal with the police.
I'm fully aware of this, Mr. Salvatore. None of you have done anything wrong. I just need to talk with you.
It's okay, Mr. Salvatore. I'll just stay outside. Just let me know if you need anything, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Now, the reason why I want to talk with you is simple. Due to you giving the police intel on the mob syndicate, Mr. Salvatore, you have put yourself at a huge risk to get chased down by them. And we have to make sure that you're safe.
I'm not afraid of the syndicate. They can try to chase me down. They won't get far with that. Even though my father's in custody, he still has a huge influence on the syndicate.
I hear you. By all means. But we can't take any risks. And since you already given us a lot of information, we want to put you under the witness protection.
You can't be serious.
Please, Mr. Salvatore. We want to do what we can to keep you safe. That's all.
I'm fully aware of that. But I know how those witness protection programs work. And my father's mob has been able to track down people in those protection programs before. I don't trust them.
I can understand that. Just listen to me, okay? You might not trust our program, but I have one question for you. Where would you go? You've snitched on the whole syndicate. Whether you like it or not, there will be someone out there that would like to get rid of you before you snitch on someone else.
They can try.
Please don't overestimate your abilities. You're just one man. They might be a dozen. Maybe more.
Okay, hypothetically speaking, if I were to agree with you and be a part of that program, what would happen?
Well, if that's the case, you would be put under our protection, reorganized to a new location in the country under a new alias. You'll get a chance to start all over, Mr. Salvatore. You can do whatever you want. Within our policy, of course.
All right. What about her? I can imagine that she has to be put under the same program.
Unfortunately, we can't allow the two of you to be together.
And why not?
We have determined that she's definitely going to become a target for the syndicate. To use her so they can get to you. And we can't let that happen. Therefore, we can't allow her to know your location. We will reorganize you both in separate programs. It's for your own safety.
Are you completely out of your mind? If we follow your way of thinking, we're both targets. It doesn't matter if we're separated or not. But by putting her all alone in a program, she's way more vulnerable to the syndicate. They will have an easier way to find her since she's not familiar with how they work. I do. I know what to do to avoid being caught by the syndicate. She doesn't. Don't you see that?
You don't have to worry about her. We're going to make sure that she's safe.
You think that I'll trust you guys in protecting her? Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, Mr. Salvatore. There's nothing I can do.
None of this makes any sense. You know that, right? Huh? Honey? Hey, honey. Come here. Hey. Shush. It's okay. Just remember to breathe, okay? Just listen to me. Feel my arms. Nothing is going to separate us. I promise. I promise. If you want us in the program, you put us in the same one. Take it or leave it. Shush, honey. Look at me. Everything is going to be okay. Shh. It's okay.
It's your way or the highway, I see. Fine. I'll see what I can do. Just make sure that she understands what this means.
I will. Don't worry.
I'll leave you two so you can talk about this. I'll be waiting outside.
Okay. Thank you. Dear? Are you okay? Oh, no. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. Just remember to breathe. Remember to breathe, please. I can understand that you get upset, but I won't allow them to separate us. No force on Earth would be able to do that. I know. came as a shock to me too. This will definitely be an adjustment for the both of us. But we will get through this. Together. I love you. And I will do everything to make sure that you are safe. Don't you ever doubt that. Okay? That was a good movie. The action, the plot twists, the romance. Yeah, they really did put a lot of effort into the narrative. All those small details. I know, right? I had a good time. No, not really. I haven't been able to go out doing things like this after I started working for my father. But let's not talk about that out here in the open, okay? Good. Better be safe than sorry, right? Now, what do you say we walk back home tonight? I mean, why not? It's a clear evening sky, not too chilly, and it's walking distance. Don't worry, dear. If your precious feet start to hurt, I will be more than happy to pick you up and carry you back. Oh, come now. Do you really think your strong, muscular man wouldn't be able to hold you? Pull you in close, like this. As much as you're trying to get out of my embrace, there's no point. Although, I have a feeling that you don't want me to let you go. Based on that reaction, I guess I was right. Oh, trust me, dear, you're not safe from my teasing out in public. However, I leave the worst teasing for when we get back home. Come on, take my hand. But, in all seriousness, thank you so much for tonight, dear. I really needed this. I really needed this. Well, yeah, we haven't had the chance to go out on proper dates before. Considering the circumstances we've been in, it's no wonder why, really. You can say that. It sure has been a hectic time for both of us. An adventure? Maybe. Being relocated and everything. It's a lot. However, it's something I wouldn't want to be without. I mean, yeah. I personally don't believe in fate. That something has already been decided before it happens. However, all the little choices we made after high school led us up to meeting again. It's kind of surreal to me. Yeah, you're right. I think things would have been less intense if we had met under different circumstances. But let's not dwell on what ifs. I couldn't agree more. Funny enough, my father had a saying about that, actually. We can't go back and change the beginning. We can start where we are, change the ending. Yes, indeed. My father used that mindset and made his own path in life. I think so too. It's really admirable. No matter the things he had to go through in his youth, he still thought he was in charge of his own destiny. And despite him becoming what he became, I can't help but feel proud of him being my father. Just in that way. Not those actions, not the drugs, not the crime, not the gang. Just the mindset. It's something I want to always have. Being able to choose my own path. Not let others decide it for me. Thank you, love. I really hope that I was able to make him proud too. Before everything went south, that is. Yeah, I hope that he's doing okay. I wish I could have talked with him one last time, but from the looks of it, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, that's simple. We can't compromise on a new location just so I can have that chance to talk with him. Besides, your safety is my priority right now. I'm more than satisfied with how things are right now. Let me rephrase that. I'm more than satisfied with having the most caring and loving woman in the world next to me. Not to mention the sexiest one of them all. Hey, don't you look away from me, dear. Don't you look away. Let me see those eyes of yours. There they are. Oh, not to mention those rosy cheeks of yours, too. Makes me wanna do. This. That should do it. Equal amount of attention on each side. All that's left are those. Beautiful lips are yours. Yes, I said I would leave the worst teasing for when we got home. This is only the start. Come on. Let's get going before it gets darker. All things considered, I think this was a nice place to be relocated to. Really. And what is that for? You hear that, right? It sounds like it's coming around the corner here. Hang on. What in the... I'm not sure what's going on, honestly, but if I had to take a lucky guess, that bank down the street might be getting robbed. How can I tell? Love, have you forgotten who you're talking to? You're fine, dear. I'm just teasing you. But still, I wouldn't want to get close to what's ever going on over there. Nope! We are definitely not going down that road. I need to take my hand. Let's find another way around. Oh. Down here. Let's see if this leads anywhere. Yeah, I can't hear it anymore either. Let's just hope this alleyway leads around the robbery.
Give me your wallet or else I'll...
Yeah, I'm fine, dear. I'll say, that right hook of yours. Quite impressive.
Nose! Oh, you broke my nose, you little piece of...
Hey, don't you even dare finish that line. or else I'm gonna dislocate your nose even more.
Oh, yeah? You think you're a big shot?
Hey, put that away.
What? Lost for words? Just give me your belongings.
Get behind me, dear. Listen, I'm sure you have your reasons to rob us. Why don't you just put that knife away and let us pass? Promise we won't report you to the police or anything, just let us through.
Nice try. But you guys aren't getting out of this that easily. We all have to make a living. It's nothing personal. And quite frankly, that necklace on her looks rather expensive.
Put your hands on her. And I will make sure that's the last thing you ever do.
Big words coming from the guy that's at a disadvantage. Maybe I should make it more personal and do something more. I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
I'm warning you. Back off now, or...
Shut it! Give me the necklace, girl. Now! What?
Don't you touch her! That was your last mistake. No, sweetheart, stay back. I'll handle this. Dear, kick the knife away.
You son of a...
Threaten me and my love. That was your last mistake. Don't you touch her again! Sweetheart, run back home. I'll take care of this. No, nothing. I won't let you get hurt again. Run now. Honey? Honey? It's me, Zach. Please come out. Please? Where are you, honey? Where are you? Sweetheart, are you in here? Honey. Oh, thank goodness. You okay? Hey, calm down. It's me. It's your Zach. Yes, it's me, dear. Come here. Oh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. Shh. Don't worry. Don't worry. Dear? Look at me. No more tears. See? You're safe. You're safe now. Yes, I'm okay. You don't have to worry. Yeah, I'm fine. I promise. You don't have to check me up and down like that. Although, under other circumstances, I would find this intriguing, but... Hey, I'm kidding. Maybe. Okay. I'll stop. But you have to admit, it brought a smile out of you. Even a small one. Sweetheart, I'm not the best when it comes to comforting sometimes. But I'm trying. Hey. Can you look at me one more time? There it is. There's that sweet smile I love to see. That's sweet. Sweet smile. Dear, you know I wouldn't leave you like that. No force on earth would be able to do that. Especially not a thug on the street. I fought off bigger guys before. Bigger guys than that. But I wanted to make sure you were safe. And on a serious note, are you alright? You didn't get hurt, did you? Okay. That's good. Now, why don't we get you up from my closet floor? Easy daisy. Careful. What happened? Well, after you left the scene, I got a hold of Detective Caine. He came to the alley with some officers. I gave him an explanation of what happened. Yeah. I called him. I thought that was the best since he's our contact. And we are trying to stay low. And after they took the guy to custody, Detective Caine had to head off to his office. Why? He didn't tell me why, honestly. All he said was it was urgent, and he needed to head off to the police station. I'll assume that he's going to drop by tomorrow to talk with us about what happened. No, you don't have to worry. I most likely just want to confirm with you what happened. Nothing more than that. No. Dear. Relax. We haven't... Love, please? Please. Calm down. Here. Let me hug you again. Just please, calm down. I'm here for you, okay? That's it, breathe. It's okay. I'm here. I'm here. No, dear. Don't say anything right now. Just focus on your breathing, okay? Just focus on your breathing. There. Just like that. Just like that. Nothing is going to happen to you. You're safe. It's okay, dear. It's okay. Are you feeling a little better? A little more calm? That's good. That's good. Yeah. Let me dry those tears. Oh, one more time. Dear, just focus on your breathing and listen to me. You did not compromise our position. None of us did. We were simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. We couldn't have seen it coming. Deep down, you know this. Even Detective Caine said it to me before he left, so please, dear, whatever you do, do not ever blame yourself for any of this. You did nothing wrong. Okay? Can I hear you say it now? A little present for your dear Zach? Yes. That's right, you did nothing wrong. And you're doing everything everything right that you need to be. Oh, come here, closer. Shh. Honey. It's okay. What did I say about you not having to apologize? Okay. I'm sorry too. I can understand you're scared. And I'm trying to be the best comforter I can be, but at least I can say this much. I won't let anything happen to you. Right. What I meant was, I won't let anything happen to either of us. I won't leave you alone. Dear, you're too precious for me. I won't let anything happen to you. And I'll make sure that, like today, I'll be able to come home to my sweetheart. I'll make sure to teach any ruffian, any thug who wants to get in my way that no one can keep me away from you. No one is gonna hurt you, and no one is gonna keep us apart. I made that promise at that police station before we started our new lives, and I intend to keep it. Okay? Come on. Let's go out to the living room. Yes, sweetheart. Take my hand. Come here. Right now, I think you need some cuddles. Because your Mr. Salvatore really needs your arms right now. Join me on the couch? There we go. Oh. That's because I know you too well. That's why. Besides, I want to hold you for a little bit too. I know I'm not the only one who loves this snuggle time. Honestly, didn't expect this even turned out like it did. Honestly, I didn't expect this to turn out the way it did, but I'm happy it got us here. If you're gonna apologize for anything else, sweetheart, just remember that the only thing I'm blaming you for is being the reason that I'm on this couch snuggled up to you. The only reason I'm trying to resist not kissing this sweet neck. Resisting the urge to hold you close and tightly. As you can see, I'm not really good at resisting that. Yeah. But in all honesty, I would have taken on 10 men if it meant keeping you safe. Of course, I mean it. Your safety's my main priority. What was that? Dear, why would you say that? Don't talk yourself down like that. You are not a damsel in distress. You are one of, if not the strongest people I have ever met. And I don't mean that in just physical strength. Although, don't you remember you were the one who got that guy off me when he surprised us? No, that was not nothing. Not every man can say they got a beautiful woman by their side, but even fewer can say they got a beautiful woman with guts. A beautiful woman with a right hook that can terrify even the biggest guys in the room. Speaking of, where did you learn to do that? Self-defense classes, huh? Oh, I honestly didn't expect that. No. I think it's a good thing you did that. Yeah, I could most likely teach you a thing or two, also. Yeah, I have my fair share of experience when it comes to that. You'd like that? Yeah, I think it could be a good idea. It will also give us the opportunity to bond some more. Wait. You want to learn something now? Really? Sure, I don't mind. Let me just think for a second. I got it. Stand there for a second. This is a simple one, but still a very good one to know. But first I want to know, do you already know how to escape from a chokehold? Okay, that's totally fine, dear. I'm going to show you. If you just turn around for me. Thank you, love. Have to say, I can't help but admire the view from here. What? Can't I be honest now? Okay. I'll stop. For now. Now, normally what happens is when they come up from behind you, like this, they'll place their arm across your neck. May I? Thank you, dear. Just want to make sure. One thing to keep in mind is that most people are right-handed, so they will most likely use their right arm in this hold. As soon as you feel the arm cross your neck, you have to close your chin. Yes, exactly like that. This will prevent them from holding you in a vulnerable position. They won't be able to put pressure on your neck. Hey, you told me to behave, so should you. Now, I want you to take a step to the side. Yes, just like that. And I want you to grab my wrist and elbow while you're moving your feet to the side. Let's do it one more time, okay? Good. So back to the first position. And do the steps I showed you. Very good. Now, the next thing you want to do is hit your hand that's holding the wrist as hard as you can onto the groin, since that will knock the person down. Try doing the movement one more time without hitting me. Good. Just like that. Now, as soon as the person goes down, you're going to elbow me up from the same arm. Hit my chin with your elbow. Precisely. See? You're a natural. Okay, want to try to do this from first position again? This time I want to do the full movement and don't hold back. Except for the kick in the groin part. Yes, I'm sure. I can take it, just don't do the groin part if you know what I mean. Now, back to first position. Whenever you're ready. Good. As I come up, I must say, that little second hit that you do, the groin area, that's only going to work if it's a man coming up from behind. If it's a woman who comes up from behind, well, first off, I don't know why she's putting you in a chokehold. She's probably going to pull your head. Perfect. No. I'm good. See? No harm done. If you would have hit me just a bit more to the right, I would have reacted a whole nother way. Yeah. Of course I mean it. You did a good job, dear. I'm proud of you. As long as you do this, you can get out of that hold with ease. You're welcome, my dear. Anything from my favorite girl. I can teach you some other things that can be good to know another time. Right now, I want to have my attention on something else. Something like... as gorgeous lips of yours. Oh, trust me, honey, you'll have nothing but my full, devoted attention tonight. Are you kidding me? Who calls at this hour? Who is it? It's Detective Caine. Better take this one. Give me a minute. I'll be in the bedroom if there's something, okay? Good. Detective Caine. Didn't expect you to call at this hour. How can I be of service? Yes, she is doing fine. Got home in one piece. Just had a little talk a minute ago. Anyway, what's the phone you called? Anything else you want to know?
Hey, sis. Long time no see. What? Nothing to say? God. Guess I deserve that one. Really? Of all the things you want to ask, you asked that? Look, I'd gladly answer all of your questions, but please may I come in? Well, that's simple. I just want to preserve your alias here in the neighborhood. I just want to talk, that's all. Yes, I know all about you and Zach in the witness protection program. I have my ways to get information. I'm most likely gonna have some pissed detectives after my ass for contacting you like this. But it's easier to ask for forgiveness than for permission, I suppose. Oh, I'm pretty sure that Zach will be pissed at me. I am fully aware of that. Look, I will be more than happy to answer whatever you'd like to ask. I just don't want to do it out here in the open. Thank you, sis.
Hey, dear. Detective Caine wants us to... Liam?
Zach, I can explain. Just hear me out.
Oh, we're way past that. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't knock you on the ground right now.
Because that will blow your cover here in the neighborhood. I know why you guys are here, and I really don't want to ruin your alias here, Zach. I really don't.
Do you honestly have a death wish? After everything you've done, do you expect me to welcome you back in with open arms? Jeopardizing the credibility of the mob like you did. Breaking the trust my father gave you, me included. Being responsible for the loss of our men. It would be worth it if it meant I could plant that face of yours to the floor.
Whoa, hey, easy now.
Step aside, dear. He deserves what's coming for him.
Look, I'm sure I do. I messed up, okay? I'll admit that.
You messed up? You make it sound like it wasn't a big deal.
It is, I know that. Just, please, hear me out. I'm sure my sister would like an explanation as well. Do you really want to take that away from her? I transgress with my own guidelines from the police just to see my sister. We might never be able to talk things out if not now.
I can't believe this. I'm okay. Don't worry, honey. I'm just very heated right now. Thank you, love. Always the warm embrace.
Love? Sis, what's going on?
Why don't you start first? You came here to talk, didn't you?
Right. If you don't mind, Zach, I would like to speak with her alone for a sec.
I do, in fact. Why should I trust you alone with her?
Look, I have done some terrible things. I'll admit that. However, if there is one thing I would never do, it is to hurt my own sister. You know that, Zach.
Fine. But as long as you're okay with it, dear. Okay. I'll be waiting in the bedroom. Just call on me if there's anything. Okay? And as for you, I'll give you 5 minutes alone. That's it.
Thank you, Zach. So, you and Zach, huh? I better start talking. Right. Look, before I say anything, I owe you an apology. For everything. Everything that I've put you through. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have gotten involved. And not to mention getting hurt like you did. And for that, I am truly sorry. Yeah. I know of what happened at the hideout, that you got shot and everything. I wanted to see you at the hospital, but I couldn't. Well, simply because the police wouldn't let me. Yes, I know. I should have made a bigger effort to see you. I'll admit that. But I'm here now, aren't I? Right. Look, I don't expect you to trust me after all of this, but I'm gonna be honest with you now. So, whatever questions you may have, ask away. That's a long story, but I'll try to keep it brief. The reason why I got involved in the mob to begin with is simple. I was desperate. I lost everything I had because of a scam. I didn't know what to do. Yeah, it was a club downtown that scammed me for my money. They lied about some investments and I lost all that I had. Not to mention that one of the mobs that were partners with that club were threatening me. If I didn't pay for their services of protection, they would get me killed. In a moment of desperation, I got in contact with Mr. Salvatore, Zach's father, who offered me a position in his mob and protection from the syndicate. Honestly, I don't remember exactly how I got into contact with him, but it happened. I started to work for him for a few years and started to gain his trust, Zach's included. He told you the... Of course he told you that. Yes. I worked for the police at some point. They arrested me for a minor crime, but they would use my connection to the mob to give me a longer sentence. As stupid as I was, I agreed on helping them get more information on the mob. I guess Zach told you the rest. I'm sorry, sis. I want to say that I didn't keep in contact with you because I was afraid you'd get involved, but in reality, I think I was just more ashamed of what I'd become, more than anything. I know, and I feel terrible for doing that to you. I don't expect we'll get to stay in contact after this, and I don't know if you'll want to either. Heck, I don't expect you to forgive me after what I've done. However, I thought you deserved an explanation at the very least. God, I've missed this. I'm truly sorry. For everything. Thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. It feels like 100 pounds were just lifted off my shoulder just now. Wait, what was that? Yeah. I don't expect that we'll get the chance to keep in touch either. You two being in the program and such. In all honesty, I'm just glad to see that you're okay and safe, sis. And it looks like you're in good hands. Yeah, Zach is a great guy. I remember back when I got taken into the mob, that he helped me get a foothold with the other guys. I saw him as my own brother. As much as he might despise me right now, I still have a huge amount of respect for him. But I want to ask, is it real? Do you love him? Well, I'm honestly not sure what to think of that. But as long as you love him and he treats you well, I can't ask for anything more than that, really.
Time's up.
Okay. I hope I was able to answer the things you were curious about, sis. I'm glad. As for you, Zach, I want to say that I'm truly sorry. You and your father trusted me and took me in when I had nowhere else to go. I broke that trust, and I did it for my own selfish needs to save my own ass. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I want to own up to the mistakes I've made.
I appreciate your apology, Liam. I'm still mad at you for the things you did to the mob. There's no hiding that. However, I can acknowledge what you're saying. We all make mistakes in life. There's no going around that. That's why my father was open to let people in, to give them a purpose in life. Even though it might seem like a questionable purpose, it's still a purpose. I saw the mob as my purpose for a long time. But something changed. The day I met your sister again was the beginning of my new life. My new purpose.
Wait, what do you mean again? Wait, are you serious? You went to our high school?
I did. But that's a thing of the past. Right now, my main priority is to keep her safe. And be the best man I can to her. She's the love of my life. And because of that fact, I forgive you for the things you did. I can't talk on behalf of the mob, but I'm sure you get what I'm saying.
I do. And that means a lot, Zach. Truly. And I don't doubt that you love my sister. She's the most wonderful person I know.
We can agree on that.
I know you'll take good care of her, and I can't ask for anything more than that, really.
I will. You have my word.
That's a relief. And I'm sure our mom would feel the same.
Wait a second. Dear, you didn't tell him?
Tell me what? Wait, Mom got sick? When did this happen?
It happened around the time when we found your sister in your apartment. When we were looking for you. You were gonna deliver the message to him back then, weren't you, dear?
I can't believe this. You haven't been able to get any updates on how she's doing, sis? Shit. This is all my fault.
Your sister's right, Liam. You can't blame yourself for this. None of us were expecting that things would turn out the way they did.
Still, if it weren't for me, she wouldn't have gotten captured in the first place. At the very least, she could have been with our mom in case she... Oh. Thank you, sis. I needed that. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'll go back home and see if I can get any updates on her. If she's gotten any better or worse.
She has a point. Wouldn't that also go against the deal you made with the police?
At this point, I don't care what they're going to do. I'm gonna make up for lost time. And don't worry, sis. I'm gonna tell her everything, like I did with you right now. I'm gonna let her know that you're doing okay too. Of course. I'm sure she's worried about you too. Is there anything you want to tell her? Of course. I'll let her know. I love you, sis. Don't you ever forget that. I better be off. I'm sure I have some rather pissed off detectives looking for me. Yeah, you can say that. But I don't regret doing this. I'm glad I got to see you again, sis. Anyways, stay safe, you two.
Take care, Liam.
You too, Zach. Goodbye, sis.
Sweetheart? Sweetheart, come here. Hey, it's okay, just let me hold you. Hey, it's okay. Just feel my arms, okay? Feel me tightly holding you. Running my fingers through your hair. Hey, shh. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, dear, can you do me a favor and take a deep breath for me? There you go. Now look at me. Sweetheart, are you okay? Good. I'm glad. I can imagine it being emotional for you. Seeing your brother after so long. I hope you got the answers to the things you've been wondering about. Me? In all honesty, I was listening on you and your brother talking. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Yeah. He answered the things I was wondering about when he was talking to you. So, I didn't feel the need to ask. Besides, it seemed like he was here more for you than for me. I'm glad that you got to talk with him. I don't believe he's a bad person. Far from it. I think he, like everyone else, has made some decisions in life that would eventually come back to haunt him. I just hope that this gave you, above all, some closure. Good. That's the most important thing. Oh, come here. Let me hold you for another second. Come on. This sure has been one eventful night. Could you repeat that, dear? Oh, yes, the phone call. Well, Detective Caine asked if we could meet up with him over the weekend. Well, he didn't say why specifically. I guess we'll figure it out when we meet him there. But let's not think too much about it until then. Right now, I think both of us need to get some rest. Don't you think? Oh, good. And with that said, up you go. What am I doing? I'm carrying you to bed, silly. The night is still young. I'm glad you agree. Now, shall we? Dear, you don't have to worry. Okay? Everything's gonna be fine. Well, I don't think they'd let us walk around casually if there was something up. Besides, Detective Caine only wanted to discuss something with us. That's all. Honey, look at me. I told you once. I told you twice. I will say it again. I won't let anything happen to you. I'll be your shield. Your protector. Your Salvatore. Come on. Let's go inside. After you, my dear. Well, Detective Caine told us to meet up here at the station.
There you are. I started to wonder if the two of you wouldn't show up.
Hey, sorry about that. Traffic was unbearable.
Understandable. But please, follow me and I'll explain.
Sure. Lead the way. May I ask what's going on?
Everything in due time, Zach. I'll explain everything in a moment. Let's find a conference room first so we can have some privacy.
All right. Honey, you don't have to ask to hold my hand. Here. Take it tightly. There. Is that better?
Here we are.
After you, dear.
Now, I'm sure you're curious about why I asked you to come here today.
You could say that. Is it in regard to what happened during the attempted robbery?
If it was that easy, I would have dropped by the house instead of asking you to come down to the station. Yes, he'll be all right, miss. He got quite the beating, but he'll be fine.
About that,
You don't have to worry, Zach. He responded as I would expect from you in a situation like that. I've talked to the district attorney, and he won't press charges against you.
That's a relief. But that raises the question. Why are we here?
It's complicated, but I'll take it from the beginning. You remember that I had to head off to the office shortly after I met you in the alleyway?
Yeah. You said something urgent came up.
Right. Well, we've been trying to gain more information about the syndicate based on the information you gave us. That night, we got a breakthrough. But there's a catch. Well, what I mean is that we made a deal with your father, Zach.
Wait. You convinced my father to give you information? How?
That's the catch. We haven't gained it yet. The only way for him to be willing to give us any information about the other mobs in the syndicate is if we let him talk with the both of you.
Both of us? Why? Why does he want to talk to both of us?
He wouldn't tell. He only said that he wanted to talk with you both and he would give us the information. I know this might be a lot to ask of you, but would you be willing to talk with him for a few minutes? I need to have an answer now since he's on the other side of that door.
Wait, what?
I wish I could say I was kidding, miss. Unfortunately, I'm not joking about this. This might be our biggest breakthrough we'll ever have when it comes to the syndicate. It would be a great help for us if you cooperated with us about this.
Yeah, I'm okay, honey. I'm just a little shocked.
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner. I needed to talk with my higher-ups about how to proceed with this.
You had your reasons, Detective Caine. I'm not blaming you for that. But what do you think, dear? You feel comfortable talking with him? Yes. I remember saying that I wanted to talk with him. Are you sure about this, dear?
That settles it then. I'll be waiting here while you two talk with him in the other room.
All right. Are you ready, dear? Okay. Father?
Hello, Zach. It's been a while. And I can see that you didn't come alone.
You asked to see both of us, didn't you? I can see they left the cuffs on, too.
Yeah. I find it rather unnecessary, but there's not much I can do about it.
Why did you want us to come here? And why now? It's been months since the incident at the hideout.
Getting straight to it, I see. You haven't changed much. Can't a father want to see his son? You're not buying it. I see. I figured that this would be the only chance that I get to see you. One last time.
By giving information about the syndicate?
You would be surprised at what they're willing to do for some information, son.
I didn't expect that from you, to be honest. But you have your reasons, like everyone else.
Like you had when you gave information about Caleb? Son, relax. You don't have to say anything. I already know.
How?
Let's just say that I have contacts that not even you nor Caleb knows about. I'm not mad at you for doing it. But I want to ask why. Why did you do it?
With all due respect, Father, I did what I thought was best for the mob. He might not portray it in front of you, but he was leading the mob into a dark place. He's ruthless, and
I'm aware of this. Don't think I don't have eyes and ears everywhere, Zach. As much as I don't want to admit it. I failed to guide him in the right direction. As I started to do with the mob as well.
I assume you heard what happened to the other men?
I have, and I have a hard time believing the mob will survive after the loss we had that day. That being said, I can't help but feel there's something underlying in your decision in snitching on him and the syndicate.
I did what I thought was best for the mob. Nothing more than that.
Really? Then why do I have a feeling it has something to do with her? Neither of you have to say anything.
Based on those expressions, I assume I'm not too far off. I don't understand. How did you find out? Well, for starters, your whole demeanor changed once she got involved. You volunteered to be in charge of her, when clearly some of the other men could. So I started digging. Just to clarify, miss, we did some research on you just to clear your involvement in your brother's activities. Luckily for you, we didn't find anything. Caleb might not have known about you changing your name, Zach. But once I figured that both of you went to the same high school, it didn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. I didn't want to get her hurt. It had been so long since I'd seen her, I just wanted to make sure that she was safe. You had a crush on her back then, didn't you? Wait, how, Zach? I might be a mob boss, but I'm a man, and a father first and foremost. I'm supposed to know these things. Almost observant than one might expect, miss. Wait, is that why you wanted us both to be here? Well, I had a feeling that something was going on between the two of you. I simply wanted to confirm it by seeing you two coming here together. The way you looked at each other, as endearing as you did, tells me everything I need to know. It was the same way I looked at your mother all those years ago. My mother? Indeed. I loved her very much. And for that reason, I let her go. I didn't want to force her to stay when she didn't feel safe. Not to mention that she was worried about you too. Why did you let her go? If you loved her so much and you wanted to be with her, why did you let her go? As much as I wanted to be with her, Mom was everything I had. I was not willing to lose what I had built. I had a very narrow view on the big picture back then, as young and stupid as I was. Do you regret it? Do you regret that you didn't get to be with her? That things didn't work out between you two? No. Don't have time to regret. We move on because we are accepting of who we are, not for what we should be. I'm a sinner, an old sinner. I've done some bad things. I've done some good things, and I've accepted that. I have but one life. I'm not going to waste it on something I cannot change. However, do me a favor and learn from my mistakes, Zach. Don't waste the opportunity you have in front of you or beside you. I won't. You don't have to worry about me about that. Good. And I hope you can take care of him for me, miss. What was your name again? Then take care of him for me, please. You're a good woman, and I can see you've already had a good impact on him. I agree, dear. We take care of one another. As it should be. Don't let this slip through your fingertips like it did for me, Zach. I won't. Good. That being said, Detective, you can come in the room now. Miss, do you really think the police are letting us speak alone without them listening in? She's just not used to it, that's all. Understandable. Anyway, I have said what I need to say. Unless you have something that you want to tell me. Huh? What was that, dear? Is this true, Zach? Yes. I just wasn't sure how to tell you that You don't have to say anything, Zach. You didn't want to jeopardize your new life by revealing it. I'm starting to see that you're becoming the man that you need to be. The man you need to be for her. And we're willing to change when it's for the right reason. And I'm proud of you for that, son. Zach. I don't know what to say. She's right. A simple thank you goes a long way, son. Right. Hearing you say that means a lot to me. Thank you. I didn't really get to say this before everything went down that day, but I'm proud to be your son. Yes, dear. And I'm sure your grandson will too. I'm glad to hear that. I'm ready to talk with you, Detective.
Great. Let me just escort them out so we can proceed.
I wish you both nothing but the best. Please take care of one another. We will. Goodbye, Father. Yes, soon to be grandfather. Goodbye, Zach. And Miss.
Thank you again for doing this. Well, whatever reason you did it for, I owe you. I'll let my partner take care of your father. Let me escort you to your car.
Fine by me. Honey, take my hand.
Hopefully we'll be able to get some information so we can take care of the syndicate, and maybe you two get to live your lives in peace.
As long as we're safe, I really don't care what happens.
Right. I'll keep you updated on what's going to happen next. You two should get going.
Thanks.
Get down. 1071. We have
Honey, don't look.
1071 outside the police station. Send...
Caine! No. Honey, stay here. It's too dangerous.
There you are.
What?
They're over here, boss.
Well. What do we have here? It has been a while, hasn't it? My dear. Take them up in the car and let's get out of here. We have some catching up to do, don't we?